Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, we are outside of Vernon, Utah today. It is Memorial Day weekend, and we have the desert all to ourselves, which is exactly what I like. We are going on a hike today. Not just a hike, we're going to do some rock hounding. You are sitting on top of the hood of the car right now, because that is as far as most people are going to be driving on this one. We're going to be going up there. You see that little hill up there? We're going to be hiking up there. There is a road, but it's definitely UTV only. So there'll be some parking coordinates here if you want to hike on out. You're going to see the most amazing seam of calcite. It is downright impressive, and we're going to do some collecting, and it should be good. It's very bright and sunny out, so I don't know if it's UV reactive, but we'll be checking that later. Let's head up to the Calcite Quarry.
I know.
There's like 9 million cicadas in the trees. What type of cicadas were they? Putnams. They're like little guys. I thought they were bigger. I thought cicadas in general were bigger, but they're so hard to see. You hear them, but you can't see them. They're really hard to see. One that I saw, I would see it, and it would start to like slowly rotate around the branch, so I wouldn't see it. This is a picture of what one of them looks like, though. Right up there is Highway 36. Gorgeous morning. You can kind of see how narrow the road gets in places, and it just like sloughs off. So I think it's worth walking this and not trying to drive.
There's two.
Oh. Hey there, guys.
There, and there's one.
See how they kind of move?
Oh, and there's one right there. Wow, now I'm just seeing.
Tons of cicadas.
We looked at the trees for so long and didn't see any. Now I'm seeing them. They like that. Maybe it's full of sap, because it said they like to drink the sap from the tree.
Maybe you could drive a Jeep up here if you didn't care about the paint, just your little duckies.
Yeah,
Is that offensive to Jeep owners?
maybe.
You can see the sparkly calcite all over the ground here. Look at that. It's so impressive to see. Thanks for climbing up there, Sarah. A little bit of scale to all of this. Some pretty big pieces of calcite for sure. I wonder how far it goes back. Probably really, really far. We'll have to get onto the top, I think.
We'll go that way. We can
Yeah, we'll have to get on top and go scope around. You want pieces that exhibit the nice cleavage of calcite, like this piece right here. I think would be a perfectly good specimen to take back. And really, that's what this is, right? Like, you know, this isn't like a lapidary material. This is like, come collect some prime pieces and be happy. I would try to preserve as much of this as possible, since it's so cool for people to see. And there's plenty has just eroded. I mean, I'm sure every single winter, you know, you're getting water in this. There's that freeze-thaw cycle, and some of the calcite's coming down. I'm thinking maybe we could find our top 10 pieces. 10?
Yeah.
I don't know if we need more than 10.
No.
We'll be very careful. Back of the car, I probably should have just brought some up, is a roll of tin foil for wrapping them up so they don't grind against each other on the drive out. I think this piece is kind of cool. It shows the growth next to other pieces of calcite. Let's see, there's a little piece of garbage here. Typical. I have a theory that people that leave beer cans places, it changes regionally, okay? So like in the Pacific Northwest, I saw lots of PBRs. And out here, I see lots of in Utah, lots of Budweisers and Michelobes. I wonder if you go rockhounding or just like do outdoor stuff and you're in like the Northeast or in the Southeast of America, what are you finding? What's like the beverage of the litterer in Georgia?
Yeah, good question.
Or Michigan? I don't know. Schlitz? Do people still drink Schlitz? You've never had a Schlitz. You're not missing anything, don't worry.
Looked like I finally chewed off the branch she was tied to. She's free now, she doesn't know.
Oh. Yeah, maybe do a bigger branch.
That was the one I tied her to.
That's an acceptable destruction of the environment.
It's dead, she's helping it break down.
So I feel like that stuff up here probably isn't even the best. Because if you look at, like, this one obviously came down from that, and while it is calcite, and you do have that one face right there, it doesn't exhibit, like, the general growth, I guess you would say, the formation of the calcite, because it's all just smushed up there, which seems cool until you have a piece, and you're like, oh, it's a little less cool, so, yeah. I like seeing stuff like this. I think it's really fun to kind of see how this was once formed.
Lines of maybe calcite running through it, but nothing like this.
So it's just this here?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, maybe there's more on the mountain somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
That's kind of a fun one. This one's kind of fun. You can see the growth next to other things.
Uh-huh.
There's definitely some stuff here that I think is not worth taking. There's like plenty of this where it's like very scraggly. And then you see right next to it, you're like, oh, like a really nice example of some calcite. What's a fun word for scraggly calcite? Because we have scraggots and scraspers. I guess that doesn't work with calcite, does it?
I don't think it does.
If you move some of the big ones, you like find some of these like very nice, perfect littles for thumbnails. I really hope this stuff has some like UV reaction, which is nice.
You have your light?
I do, but it's so.
Are you sure?
The sun is so bright. Here, maybe
put it in.
You hold that. It's recording. Maybe I can like cup my hand.
Like put it under your shirt and turn facing away from the sun.
Like the problem is. No, it's too. I'm switching. It's too. Maybe there's some orange to it, like, but.
Let me try. Doesn't calcite almost always has some?
But you know, it's a big difference seeing it out in the sunlight.
Yeah.
I brought up here a rock hammer and a gad, but you kind of don't need it. You can like, a lot of this stuff just wants to like fall off into your hand, and then, well, you're seeing what we're collecting. I feel like more than anything you need tin foil. You need like some foil and a bucket. And you can just kind of pull pieces that you like. Hitting this stuff with a hammer would probably not bode well for the for the collection of said material.
Pretty soft. What's up, Leica?
I think that's the Leica alarm that she's ready.
She's too far away from us.
She's like, right there. I can see you, Leica.
She's like, I can see you, but I can't bother you.
I feel like really that's all we need for me to do my tests and to be very happy, take some nice photos. There's a little spot on the way out we're going to go to as well. There's always such good views out here. So right near the road, somebody was digging, and there's some strips of screen around here, so who knows how old this is. And you can tell they separated like the fine, large, and not so large pieces. All of this is very yellow though. I don't know if that's just like dust. But what an odd thing to separate out 3 tiny piles and then leave those piles.
Yes.
Like it doesn't look like they did it. They only did like that little spot right there.
I hope people come out here and you're bored.
Yeah, I mean, why would you come out here? There's nothing here. There's just this.
Yeah, you're like camping.
Yeah, I
You're
guess.
like, I'm going to dig a hole and then sort the rocks.
And leave said rock.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you want?
Sort it, leave it.
Maybe they thought they'd come back for it.
So the goal here is to get a bunch of tiny, tiny, perfect pieces, like thumbnail / like perky or micro mount box. Perky box are thumbnails, but like P1 micro mount. And we'll pack them up nicely. That's probably good.
Okay.
You're like, how much of this stuff does a person need? Like, you need some nice things, and that's about it. Well, we collected about half a gallon of material, maybe a little bit less, which I think is really nice. What thoughts, Sarah?
It's impressive. The seam was really impressive to see.
It is. I would encourage you to protect the seam. Do what we're doing, collect some tiny specimens, and preserve that for future people. You're not really getting much better stuff off of that versus what is already down. There's like a lot of great stuff already on the ground. So we're going to hike out, and I'll get the stuff all wrapped up and we'll take it back to the shop. I really hope there's some fluorescence. You never know. You need like a pretty like crazy UV light to overpower the ambient natural light in the daytime. Some people have a grill cover, like, a fully waterproof vinyl thing, and basically just like you get under it with your light and I'm sure it works great, but I can't imagine a worse thing to have to like pack around and then get under a black UV or black vinyl cover in the summer.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. Don't do that.
Always check it at home and come back.
Yeah, there's our finds. So I'm back at the car, and here's what you need to do. You need to get yourself the biggest roll of aluminum foil on Amazon, and then these are all some of the bigger specimens that I collected, wrapped up. And then there's those ones, the little ones, you can make a line on top of the foil of them, and then like just roll it like you're rolling a burrito, kind of. And I have never broken a specimen since doing this. And we've done all kinds of zeolites and different stuff, but this prevents any kind of grinding against each other as you drive out. Well, we found some calcite, and I think some of the stuff is pretty good. You know, it's fun to have some collectible pieces. You know, at the end of the day, calcite is not necessarily like very, how to say it? It's not the most exciting mineral, you know. It has no lapidary purposes, but to have like a couple of cool pieces is very fun. And we do have a couple of separated piles out here. This pile right here, I did do some UV photography of, and I used this mid-wave UV light, which is 310 nanometers, and it's interesting. So long wave, short wave, those are the two primary spectrums of UV light. However, mid-wave lights are a relatively recent phenomenon in that, like, you know, affordable LEDs and stuff like that. So you can shine it at calcite. Calcite usually reacts really well to mid-wave light, and these reacted pretty well. And I think a good representation of the majority of the material is it's showing its bright purple color. And some of them have like a little bit of pink, you know, pinkish purple. Some have a more subdued pink color. And the piece that I thought was quite impressive was the one that has a bunch of zoning in it. You can see the growth zoning. So whatever the minerals are in this that are fluorescing under the UV light, you can see that, well, they're present at one stage of growth and not at later stages of growth. We do have three colors that we found, which is orange and kind of a more pinkish color, and then a more deep, like purple bluey type color. So overall, I think from the perspective of something that is fluorescent under mid-wave light, I think it's great. And I thought the place was really cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. Just not knowing what to expect and finding a giant seam of calcite and quite the variety that we didn't know we had until we got home.
I've never seen that many cicadas before.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, we've heard cicadas. Unfortunately, we've ran over some cicadas.
Yes.
But like those ones were kind of interesting how they would like slowly like rotate around branches when you.
Yeah, they're really hard to see.
Yeah, they would like stay out of your vision, which that's kind of, I haven't seen that before. But yeah, I would recommend going and checking it out. This piece right here is kind of a good representation of the kind of the seam, and it's not the best, right? I mean, it does fluoresce, like you looked at this thing fluorescing, but the pieces that were actually the best, as far as like kind of a more showy piece like this, these were all picked up off the ground.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wonder what it would be like to kind of like dig a little bit. I don't know if I would recommend getting any of the material from like the kind of the seam there, if you will. I don't know if it's technically a seam. I guess maybe it is.
Why? Why not?
I mean, that's a good question. I guess lots of things can be a seam, even if the layers on the top are removed and it's exposed. But yeah, it probably is technically a seam. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I would definitely go back and scout around. You climbed on top and didn't see anything else.
No, I didn't.
But that's not to say the whole hillside and mountain doesn't have something else.
Yeah.
I would say it's very unlikely that there wouldn't be other exposures up there.
Yeah.
So go check it out. I think it's a cool spot. It's worth it. If you're going to go to the Vernon Wonderstone and be disappointed, well, you can come here after there and not be disappointed.
Yes.
Ask me how I really feel about the Vernon Wonderstone. Don't. I can't type a comment that long. Maybe a future video. Any other thoughts on the Calcite Quarry?
No, I don't think so. Gotta go back there at night.
Yeah, definitely. It's a place to probably be avoided in the summertime. It'd probably be like crazy hot. But yeah, we got some fun stuff in the display case, and I'm stoked on that. Thank you so much, everybody, for making it to the very end. Go check out the website, currently rockhounding.com. There's good stuff up there, and go enjoy.